Okay guys, we're here today to talk about the Motobatt deep cycle range of batteries. Okay, for all your vehicle under bonnet requirements, RV, solar, mobility wheelchair, any application at all where you need a deep cycle battery. So like the rest of our Motobatt range, we've worked very hard on maximising the amp hour capacity inside each given case size. If you're working with RVs, vehicle dual battery systems, you have a finite battery tray which will only accept a certain battery size. There's many own branded batteries on the market, BC31, BC27, BC24 sizes. Not all batteries are built the same. Okay, some of these batteries have less amp hour capacity because people are looking for a price advantage. With Motobatt, everything we do is in the premium range. We're looking to maximise the amount of amp hour and run time that comes out of this case size. So in your RV or under bonnet application, in your marine application or mobility, you can be assured of a long run time and a very strong battery. Okay, so Motobatt deep cycle batteries are designed to the C10 rating. A C10 rating is higher than a C20 rating. So an MB12012 is C10 rated at 120 amp hours. At the C20 rating, which most other people work by, we're at the 130 amp hour capacity, which is going to give you that extra run time that you need. Inside RVs, boats where the batteries are paralleled together, all that little extra run time runs along. It's going to give you all the extra power to run your inverters to 240 volt and everything in between. We've also got the U135 wheelchair mobility battery. This little guy is a very strong battery. If you've got people with mobility scooters and things of that nature, we now do a range of 50 and 35 amp hour battery to suit those guys. Your 85 here is more your camper trailer requirement, and your big 120s for your caravans, your 105s and your 85s also under bonnet application. So one of the big things that we worked very hard on for 3 years in designing this was addressing the common issues of case retardation in high temperatures under the bonnet in these under bonnet dual vehicle applications. So we have a special ABS formula that we use there and heat resistant plates, and very successful working out in the desert, on the mines, anywhere where you have applications with a high ambient temperature. The Motobatt battery is going to perform exactly as required. Terminal designs. All the batteries are shipped with multiple terminal designs. So if you're using your standard car automotive type connector, you can simply screw down to the nutsert here. You can also just bolt directly to the nutsert, as you can see here, and you can also take this little guy, double it up on the top of here for any of your auxiliary applications. Okay, we also manufacture these with a standard marine style terminal for those who want to have the twin post setup. Just don't have one here today to show you. In addition to that, for automotive, we also do a range of auxiliary batteries which are for Mercedes-Benz, BMW and Chevrolet cars. These are typically found in the boot of the car and run some of the auxiliary computers and whatnot as required. So again, higher amp hour than OEM, so they work very well in those applications. And if you look to the website, we have an accurate listing there for all the makes and models that they fit. So lots and lots of us like to fit a dual battery system here in Australia and also other parts of the world to run all our auxiliary little home comforts that we have in our vehicles, like rear fridges, inverters to charge laptops, wife to blow dry her hair, whatever you want to do when you're glamping out in the bush. Very important to note that the Motobatt battery has been designed specifically to fit inside these finite battery trays that are fitted to vehicles like this Toyota Land Cruiser right here. So what we're able to offer here is a 105 amp hour battery case size, but we're actually got 112 amp hours of capacity there. At the 105 amp hour rating, we have a C10 rating, and I'll ask you to go to the website to have a look at some of the more specific discussions we have on the difference between C10 and C20, so you can educate yourself on that. Very important when you put these batteries under the bonnet that you run a decent battery charger. So here we run the Red Arc battery charger. It's a DC to DC charger. So basically what's happening is this battery, being a deep cycle AGM maintenance free battery, is a slightly different chemistry to the existing starting battery, which is a wet lead acid battery. Okay, so they have different charging requirements. This guy here will look after all that for you to make sure that you get the maximum life out of your battery. It is very important when you're running these dual battery setups to have a proper charger that will do that. So basically this will isolate your deep cycle battery, which is used for all your auxiliary applications, and it isolates your starting battery to make sure that you don't have any issues starting the vehicle after you've been camping and running all the extra accessories. Okay, so very important to do that. There's multiple brands on the market. We choose Red Arc because it's a very good, well-known product, and it's never let me down in the past. So rather than running directly off the alternator, guys, when you run a proper battery controller, the alternator is actually providing power to the charger, and then the charger is then able to provide the correct power profile and algorithm to charge the different chemistry battery under the bonnet. Okay, so we designed these very specifically for the Australian market. Over the last few years, as you know, we've had a large mining boom here, lots of people camping out in the desert in very, very hot conditions, and different problems happening here with the batteries under the bonnet, distorting from the intense heat in those areas and under those applications. So we've designed a special case design that's heat resistant, and the battery is also very strong, but it is important to have the correct charging profile on the battery, or you're going to run into problems with any battery. The Motobatt has a 24-month warranty, which includes under the bonnet of the vehicle. It is a factory activated, sealed, military spec AGM design made for the toughest environments on the planet.